everybody. This is going to be another one for coming back with a jackhammer. And I'll show you why. I was just down here for the last 8 to 10 minutes. And this is what I'm getting. Just barely making a dent in it. So, again, pulling a 13 to 15 number out of that one. So, I got it marked as to where it is, and I'll have to come back on that one too, because this stuff's killing me. So for the rest of my time up here, because I only have about 2 hours to do prospecting today, I'm just going to check pockets for soft sand areas and see if I come up with anything. If not, and I find places in the hard caliche, I will mark those and come back with an electric jackhammer. That'll do it. All right, everybody, stand by. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And guess where I am? Yep, I got my rack on the back of the van here to go get that shade cloth. But this is where that first signal on my metal detector went off in the caliche bed. So I brought my jackhammer. I'm going to get set up, run an extension cord over right out of back of the van here down to that area. I'll put my camera tripod down there, and we'll start hacking that thing out and see what comes up. If I don't see what comes up, I brought a 5-gallon pail all cleaned out, ready to go, so I can just throw everything in there and work it out when I get home, either on my high bank or on my sluice box. So stand by while I get set up. Okay, everybody, so I got the jackhammer out and I dug into that hole and I found what was setting off my metal detector. Of course, I'm going to remove the jackhammer and get ready to come back with my metal detector in a few seconds after I get it out of the van, and double check the hole to make sure that it is clean. But let me show you what was down there. Here it is. That's what was setting it off. So this is a good, what is it, Wednesday item. What the heck is it? Looks like some type of a special plug or something with an aluminum piece on the end of it. Maybe it goes to some type of motorcycle or whatever, but whatever it was sounding off my metal detector big time. So that's what the item was. And I'm going to pack it all back in here and head over to get my shade cloth now, because my curiosity has been driving me nuts as to what this was. Of course, when I detect this hole, I'll turn the camera back on for a few minutes and let you guys see that it doesn't ring up on anything else down in there. Okay, stand by. Okay, I'm back with the detector, and no signal in that hole anymore. So I found what it was. That little hum that you're hearing is because I'm getting too close to the aluminum tripod. See? Anyway, nothing left in that hole. So I'm going to backfill it, and because it's right in the middle of a road here, but not much of a road, but a 4x road. And I'm going to go get my shade cloth. Okay, I'll be back with more in a little while. All right, everybody, so I finished up in the creek there. Couldn't take too long because I had other things to do. And this was one of them. This is that white shade cloth that I mentioned that I wanted to get for my garden house. So you can see That's the amount of blockage I'll get. So sunlight will get through this, but it should stay a lot cooler in there also with the white instead of the black. And like I said, this stuff picks up every twig that's in the desert. So I had to drag this about 150 feet, but I think this thing is about 150 feet long. So don't know how much damage there is to the insides of it. I don't think there's going to be much. I do see places like this that looks like they got tied together, or yeah, it looks like they laced them together. So it might be a couple of pieces laced together here. And there's another one bigger than this over there, but I couldn't fit both of them on here. So I'm going to take a break here and get ready to do some chores around here. And I'm going to get this unloaded, and I think I'll leave the rack on, and I'll go back tomorrow and load up the second one. And that should be plenty of shade cloth. And whether I need to use it all or not, I'm thinking that if I can get my garden house covered and protected so that the birds don't make homes in there for the winter, and the extra piece that I have, I can set all my posts for the patio I want to do here. The wraparound patio will come off of that porch and go all the way around the cabin to the other side to the battery room. And I can take that extra stuff and put kind of a shade cloth over the top of this whole thing. And I'll have somewhat of a nice little porch. Of course, won't be using it to stay cool, but who knows? Might come in handy. Now that's interesting. I just noticed way down there by that electric post, way down there, there's that vehicle again, and it's back. So I'm wondering what that's all about. He was there for about 2 weeks, or they were there for, I don't know who's in there, but they were there for about 2 weeks. Then they disappeared for a week and a half, and now they're back. So I may end up having to take a ride over there and see what's going on. What's going on? Won't you tell me what's going on? All right. So let's see. Back to one power. Yeah, I had to move the bike trailer over, and I still got that one loaded. But it looks like there's some stuff dangling underneath that I don't like the looks of. So looks like the dogs got underneath it and found some of the wiring and pulled it down. And it looks like the tire on the other side's getting low, so I'm going to have to get over there and pump it up before it breaks the seal on the rim. In the meantime, I think that's all I have to worry about. I'm going to get my chores done here, get this thing unloaded. Got to find a good place to put it. I don't know. Might be able to put it on top of the dog condo over there. It'll help keep it a little cooler in there when the sun is beating down on there like it is right now. But I don't know. I have to find something to do with it. If I leave it on the ground, the dogs are going to have a ball with it. So it's got to get up high. I could put it on top of those totes over there, but then if I have to get into the totes to add water to them from the rain barrels, I got to move this tarp. And I'll tell you, that thing isn't light. When it's all bundled together like that, I would say that's probably 200, 250 pounds there. So I can't lift it all up at once. I have to take it in pieces and kind of fold it in. And there's probably Oh, I think I probably put 20 folds in that thing getting it on that rack. So it's a pretty good sized piece. And I could stretch it out right there and see how big it is, and then roll it up neatly and get it inside the garage or something like that. But then that's more junk in the garage that I got to get through to do some cleaning. So kind of a rock in a hard place, but I'll get it moved. Maybe what I can do is just back up to the garden house extension and unload it right inside of the garden house onto, well, I got the sides of the trailer there. I can put a couple of workhorses and make a big table. That might work. And then it'll be inside and not available to be chewed on and dragged around the yard. Because you can see what the dogs did to the stuff that blew off the top there. They shredded it. All right. That's all I have for this episode. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear reminding you to thumbs up, subscribe, share, and join a membership if you can, because there's going to be some good stuff coming to those members. This is G Bear signing off.